It was amazing. Absolutely amazing. There was so much that came up for me in that.
So much that came out.
So much that came up for me. Like I went in there very, I think my original intention was courage, because I'm somewhat introverted and don't put my voice out there very much. So there's a bit of apprehension over doing this kind of project.
Yep.
I think one of the things that surprised me the most with coming to New Zealand is that there's so many beautiful connected people doing the work, the spiritual work, whether it's yoga or meditation or, whatever. That for a while I felt like it's already being done. There's no place for me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And because I'm not, really extroverted and vocal and, really projecting myself.
Exactly.
That I wouldn't find a space to do it. And then as I walked this, I think I was really surprised to find that there's a lot of areas on this that are really worn away. Because I've only seen pictures of this one online.
Yes.
And it looks really fancy. Like it looks really perfect.
Okay.
And really, I think the pictures were done when it was freshly painted.
Okay, yes.
There's some areas where it's completely worn away to nothing. And it just brought up for me how many times in my life I've felt kind of worn away to nothing.
Huh.
Do you know what I mean? By other people or other experiences where I've really felt not really invisible, but almost invisible. And I found myself on the way in hesitating before each corner, taking each corner really slowly, and acknowledging the different corners that I've had to take in my life, the different turns that I've had to make, and how many times a pathway opened up in my life that I could have taken and chose not to take for whatever reason, and realized that had I taken that path, all of the blessings that I have, I might not have. Do you know what I mean? Like it wouldn't have been the right path for me. It wouldn't have been a good path. And then all of a sudden this beautiful cat joins me, and I've always felt the cat and the elephant are like my spirit animals. Okay. So all of a sudden there's this beautiful little cat that's like walking the pathways with me. And before we left Canada, we had many cats, and our most special sacred cat had kidney failure.
Yes.
And we had to have him put to sleep.
Yeah.
And the day that we did that, we brought him outside, and he actually walked our labyrinth in the grass. He wasn't outside a lot, but we brought him out and he walked the grass pathways of our labyrinth, and the vet came to us and put him to sleep in the labyrinth, where we then buried him.
Yeah.
So to walk this is the first labyrinth in New Zealand that I've walked that isn't mine.
Yeah.
It's also the first 11 circuit Chartres Labyrinth that I've walked in a long time, and then this little cat appeared, so it was very just like a lot of stuff coming up,
Yeah.
but in a good way. So on the way out, I felt much more alive. I kind of danced around the corners, or did a little bit of a, yeah, and just felt a lot of blessings come up, and that this journey through these different labyrinths in New Zealand is going to be really cool. Yeah, and that I might even reach out and see if I can kind of bring this one back to life a little bit, because it's beautiful, but it needs some love. Yeah, so it was a really, really beautiful journey. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cool.
What now?
I don't know.
Okay, doesn't need to. Cool.